Hi everybody, Gary Williams here for Toolbarn.com's Barn Banter. Spring is here, right? At least in most of the country it's here. And that means that you've got a lot of cleanup work that you're going to be doing around your home or your business or in the course of doing business. Now, chances are you've got a pressure washer. And if you're a homeowner, that thing's been sitting in your garage all winter and it may just not work very well when you drag it out. If you're a business operator and you use a lot of pressure washing tools in your business, you're going to want to make sure those are all running in top shape, and you'll find some that aren't. I'll promise you that. If that's the case, we've got what you need to get those things operating in great shape. So we're going to show you those in just a second. I'm here with Jim Nesse, and Jim is from Toolbarn.com's Pressure Products division, and you know all about this type of stuff. And I'm going to ask you just right up front, what is the number one thing that people are going to be buying as they head into spring cleaning?
That's an easy one, the pressure washer hose.
Oh, okay.
It's the number one consumed item in the pressure washer world, number one replaced item because it's abused.
Right.
It's the thing that gets drug around, gets drug across the concrete, across barbed wire fences, and gets run over a lot. That's the number one no-no on pressure washer hose.
Okay.
And there's different grades of pressure washer hose that we offer, and we offer everything from the homeowner consumer type hose to the extreme industrial user that uses the pressure washer day in and day out in business.
Okay.
And that's what we have here is a few different hoses and choices.
So it's not just a case of one hose fits all, or it'll fit, but it won't necessarily work as well.
Yeah,
right?
In a short answer, a hose is a hose is a hose, but there are fitting choices, there's length choices, and there are pressure choices. And fortunately, our website lays that out pretty well in our specs. On each product, it's laid out very well. But you got to choose that hose carefully so that you don't under choose. You know, lower pressure hose. Or you don't want to put a homeowner use type hose on a commercial type pressure washer.
Okay. Why? What happens if you do that?
Well, it wouldn't last very long.
Okay.
A hose similar to the one that's in my hand here is meant for occasional use. And when I say occasional, I'm talking about maybe once a month to do your deck or your driveway around the house. That's great for this. But a guy that's washing a combine or a road grader would never get away with using this hose.
Okay, wouldn't last long.
Not at all.
Okay. So what would? Now you've got different colors, gray, black, blue. Why?
The standard of the world is a black pressure washer hose. That's what you're going to see on 99% of the pressure washers that come out of the factory.
Okay.
Black wire braid hose, and they come in pressure ranges typically starting at 3,000 and typically around 6,000 PSI. We have them all. But this in my hand happens to be the most popular hose that we sell in the commercial lineup, and it's a black 4,000 PSI wire braid hose. This is a fit-all for commercial pressure washers. Gas, cold water, hot water, electric, you name it, up to 4,000 PSI. This is your mainstay hose.
Okay.
Where you would switch off of this hose is if you wanted to do a non-marking hose, which is an upgrade by just a few dollars. And
by that, you mean something that wouldn't leave black marks maybe on the driveway?
And you go to a gray non-marking or a blue non-marking, and this doesn't leave black marks on the driveway, which sometimes these black hoses can do. And it's easier to clean up. You can see wear on it a lot nicer, and some people tend to go to the gray non-marking. And then you can even go blue non-marking, but then also animal fat resistant, so that like a kitchen or a restaurant or a food factory typically buy the blue because it is animal fat resistant, and any oils and greases that get on the skin tend to not deteriorate.
It's not going to wreck the animal fat will not wreck the surface. Okay.
These hoses also come in 25, 50, 75, 100-foot lengths as standard, and you can get custom lengths up to 200 foot. And to answer your original question, they all perform the same. It doesn't matter. If I have a 13 horsepower, 4,000 PSI pressure washer, which happens to be a very popular size pressure washer, I can use this hose, that hose, or this hose, and my performance does not change. I wouldn't know the difference if I was blindfolded. Worst case scenario, you order the hose and it has the wrong fittings, it's user changeable.
Okay.
So you could call us and say, I ordered the wrong hose. We could simply send you out the replacement fittings.
Okay. Well, look, that's kind of step one when it comes to maintaining or upgrading or repairing a pressure washer, whether you're at home or on the job. There's a lot more that we've got in store for you, so stay with us. Well, look, hoses aren't the only thing that can go wrong with your pressure washer. Sometimes you just need to pump it up a little bit with a new pump, and that's really not a big deal, is it?
Nope.
You guys have got that figured out down to a science. Now, tell me a little bit about the different pumps that people may need.
It's probably the second highest consumed product as a repair product on a pressure washer, hose being the first. We see pumps being the second thing that's going to be consumed. So we have an offering of residential style pumps all the way to the extreme industrial use pumps.
Okay.
And the fortunate thing is they ship to you ready to be installed, and that's most anybody that has got a wrench in their hand can slide a new pump on it.
I bet I could dispute that, or I bet I could beat that. No, but so it's simple to put these things in, simple to get a pump back into, or a pressure washer back into operation, right?
Yeah, I call it like repowering your old pressure washer.
Yeah.
I mean, typically the motor's not the issue.
Yeah.
It's what happens is a guy will store a pressure washer in his garage and he'll pull it out the next time to use it, and it's been stored for 3 months, and that hard water attacked the seals or the bearings or whatever,
right.
Or it froze. And a $500 or $600 homeowner gas pressure washer can be repaired for under a couple $100, and you're back in business.
Right.
And when you get this pump, it's shipped to you. All you do is slide off the old and slide on the new, and we have videos online that show you how to do that.
So it really does get for a couple $100 as good as new.
Yep, on the homeowner side,
on the homeowner side, right.
These are type homeowner pumps are under a couple $100, and you're back up and running.
Yeah, okay.
And then on the commercial side, you might have a painting contractor, you're a business that has 6 or 7 gas or electric big pressure washers,
right.
And they're in constant use, and they have wear items inside of them. Well, instead of taking it to a repair center and losing it for 3 weeks, which you can't do, right. You can simply replace the pump and have a spare. And you can purchase these pumps, and your service tech or yourself can slide off that pump and slide on the new.
How long of a process is that? I mean,
on average, I would say under an hour.
So you can for a modest investment, certainly more modest than buying a new new machine, you get it back in service after it's out of service for a fraction of the cost of buying a new one.
Yes.
Worth it.
And it's nice because there are pumps for every motor size, and,
right.
and it's very easy to pick these pumps properly on our website.
Yeah.
We describe what engines they fit, and quite frankly, the 4 pumps we have here would literally fit hundreds and hundreds of pressure washers out there. These are the standard of the industry.
So let me just kind of wrap this up. If you go to toolbarn.com, you'll be able to find what pressure washers these pumps will work for, correct?
It'll explain what engines
right.
that they'll fit by shaft size
okay.
and horsepower size.
Okay, so hoses, pumps fit hundreds of different types of machines. You don't have to toss the machine, fix it. And you can find what you need to do that on toolbarn.com.